What's up, you guys? So, as the previous season of Basketball Wives progressed, we saw OG drop clips on her Instagram of critical moments in Basketball Wives that had been edited from the show. And now that the season has ended, OG has dropped what I consider to be the most critical and the most damaging moments from the show that have been edited out of the show that you see air on TV. If there was a court hearing to determine whether or not colorism/racism is at play on Basketball Wives, I would say that the audio evidence OG dropped on her IG would confirm that there is. It's not as blatantly obvious on the show because of the editing. But in real life, Feby in particular, and Evelyn as well, have been colorist and what I would call racist toward OG, and other women have heard them make those comments but have not come forward and confirmed it. So in this first clip, Jennifer Williams reveals for the first time that she heard Feby call OG a gorilla. She said they were at the Crystal party that they had last season, and she heard Feby in particular called OG ugly and a gorilla. So if you think about it, when Evelyn posted that gorilla meme about OG, you can see it was not out of the blue. Apparently, the ladies would taunt OG and call her a gorilla, and Evelyn was just posting publicly what they had already been saying behind closed doors. So we're going to get into that first clip. But first, I want to point out that it's racism that causes people to refer to black people as monkeys and gorillas. And even though OG is calling it colorism, to me, it's a form of racism. And I think OG is actually being kind by calling it colorism and not straight up and down racism.
I have always said people's feelings are valid, and I just want to make sure that you understand. Feelings are valid.
Jennifer.
That's it.
Jennifer.
It's not an argument.
Jennifer, you were at the Crystal party. People's feelings are valid. Did I say anything at the Crystal party, or was I getting until I stood up? You were at the Crystal party. We're not gonna do this.
Yes.
We're not gonna do
I
this.
was completely. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Neither did I. But I still had to defend myself. I still had to defend myself.
I was like, wait, what? What did I miss? Like Jackie, I was like, wait, what
you missed was me sitting there getting called gorilla, Godzilla,
No,
ugly. Okay, thank you.
I heard all of that.
What you missed was me sitting there getting called gorilla, Godzilla,
I
ugly.
heard all of that.
Okay, thank you.
I heard all of that.
Thank
What?
you. You know, hey.
Hold on, time out. Who said that?
She said she heard it.
It was Feby, and I don't know.
She said she heard it.
I said it to her.
It took 2 years. Jesus
No,
Christ.
you have to understand. I didn't know that.
Growth. Do you feel me? That is an epiphany. Growth. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm just glad that somebody is acting like this. Exactly. It came from left field, and it wasn't okay. So it's not about my feelings. I expressed my feelings. What I did was, I got up and asked that girl to catch a fade, because you're only going to disrespect me one time to my fucking face.
Okay, so now in this next clip, you hear Jackie Christie trying to mediate the situation, but at the same time, you hear her conveying to OG that OG needs to retract her accusation of colorism and just say that it was favoritism or some other thing, anything but colorism, in order for the group to move forward and in order for the trip to continue. It seems that Jackie wants the trip to continue and for them to keep filming, likely because they get paid per episode. And in my opinion, Jackie Christie is about her money first, so it seems that's why she's trying to get OG to agree to take back her accusations of colorism so that the show can continue and her check can continue.
I feel like everything has a calculated agenda, and I'm not with it.
Okay.
And so I just honestly, I want to just eat and be merry. I'm not going to concern myself anymore today about anything. this situation with those girls and they're lying, hung up. I'm going to leave all their problems at the door and they can come pick it up later. I'm good for today. I'm good.
Okay, well, here's where we are, OG.
Okay.
I feel like, and this is really hard for me, it's bad. I'm not going to waste another day, another second. I didn't want to have the conversation right here. I planned on me and you getting a chance so you could tell me so I could learn. And I shared that with the ladies.
I even said it
I
at
wanted
dinner.
to learn. What? No, I didn't.
And I said it with Kristen here. I've said it repeatedly. My words exactly were, there is a colorism issue
in the group. And I guess I kept myself out of that category because I didn't think you meant me. My point is, I told the ladies, and I'm telling you, I want to learn what it is because I said, to be honest, I don't know what the term colorism really entails as far as what OG's saying, so she's going to educate us all so that you could share with all of us and we could fix it. There's a way to fix this shit, OG. It's very fucking simple. But it's going to take you either have to be willing to, and this, you're looking at it as, I don't want to change my position. I don't want to do this. If you are not willing to move forward in accepting any, I told you don't even have to say accountability, just agree that maybe it's a fucking possibility that it may not have been colorism. Maybe it was favoritism. Maybe it was, you don't like me because I'm confident and you're fucking not. There's so many different names, and all I think it is with them is they're upset, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be. Maybe you could meet them halfway. I did share with them also that when I was growing up, shit, my mom might say, Jackie, if you don't get your little black ass in there and sit down, but it wasn't looked at as colorism or racism. My mom's not here anymore. If she was, I probably would say, well, Mom, OG said that's a form of colorism.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If a white person said, Jackie, if you don't get your little black ass over here, how would you feel?
Well, you know,
how would
when you say it that way, it's different. Now, how do we all say as a people? No, OG, listen to me. It's not a battle that we have to sit and do that.
I'm not battling. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm not bringing it up. I'm not bringing it up.
We have to talk about it because we can't go forward.
Well, we can't talk about it on terms. You're asking me to meet them halfway. So meeting them halfway is me conceding.
No, it's you not conceding. You taking accountability to say, I could have been wrong.
It's not accountability. Again,
I could have been wrong.
We're using the term out of context.
Say they didn't mean it.
They didn't mean what?
They didn't mean it. You could
Did they admit to anything? They didn't mean what?
No, they what they said is, I know.
Did she say it to me?
She was trying to.
Girl, no, she wasn't. We're not going to play the semantics. I don't even want to keep. I don't even want to keep going.
Here on this trip, she agreed to do it, and then she feels like she heard it from everybody else. She said
hearsay, gossip and hearsay, nonstop.
Would you be willing to admit this? And this is it. Like, I'm dead ass serious. And would you be willing to admit it could have been a mistake?
No.
Okay. Would you be willing to admit that it maybe isn't colorism, it's something else?
Are we done?
I'm asking you a question.
No.
So you wouldn't. Okay. So I respect that.
Thank you.
They are not willing to go forward.
That's fine.
So it comes down to they all don't want you around.
That's fine.
If that's how you feel.
That's fine.
I personally am pissed about it, but at the end of the fucking day, like I said when I walked in here, we're at a crossroads.
So in the next clip, Jackie calls Kristen because Shaunie won't even answer the phone. And Kristen conveys to Jackie that OG must say 3 important words, 3 magic words for Shaunie to even talk to OG. Kristen won't say what those 3 words are, so Jackie asks her to text the 3 words. And it can logically be concluded that the 3 words are likely, I am sorry. Take a listen and let me know what you think.
Here, OG, if she wanted to talk, and I'm here, and I'm sitting with OG, and she's going to talk.
I think that moment it has passed. Like, Shaunie's like ready to go.
Okay, well, me and you talked too before I left, and you even said I don't think she would be willing. I mean, you said you didn't think OG would even be willing to talk. She is. So what?
No, I said that there were like words.
Yeah.
Said in order.
When you talk to her, would you be willing to hold yourself accountable, basically?
When I talk to who?
Shaunie.
Just say whatever.
Kristen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, if Shaunie's not willing to talk, we can't force her, and you know I'm big on it. If the person says no, it's a no. But I tried. I said I was going to make one last attempt to try to get the ladies to talk. I don't know what else to say. Me and you talked, and it seemed like, you know, maybe we could make some kind of, effort, and she's willing.
I think that if the words that you and I discussed before you left are going to be said, then I can maybe convince Shaunie to come to the phone, knowing that those 3 specific instances are going to be recognized.
Do me a favor, Kristen, because I don't want to misquote nothing. Text me the 3 words really quick. I'm going to hang up from you. I'm going to share them with OG, and I'm going to text you back whether she's willing to do that or not. If she is, can you call me right back with Shaunie on the phone?
I will.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm really fucking blown away. The money, it ain't even about the money that we spent.
But you did.
Mhm.
Just
seafood crab.
So she gonna text me the words, and then I will share them with you. And you let me know what you want to do. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. She put in caps. Wait a minute. She's coming back with something else. I'm saying, okay, wow. Okay. She says, Shaunie isn't talking. I had texted her 3 words. She said, that's it. No more talking. Over it.
Girl, I'm not pressing the issue, so we're not going to make it look like I'm pressing a conversation.
And I'm going to tell her, we get it. Make
OG
sure it's clear.
was never pressing a conversation.
We get it. OG was never pressing
any conversation with any of them.
Any conversation.
Just like it's late, sleep on it.
That's
No,
what I
we-
said. She's leaving anyway. But I thought before she left, I wanted OG to get a chance to talk to her.
I was never pressing an issue. I was never pressing a conversation. I was never trying to clear my name.
If she was willing to have the conversation, it's like, at some point you gotta meet people halfway.
That's what I was getting at with the example. But
I'm not, listen, it's not my battle, so I don't know what that looks like for both of you guys, but when you're a leader, you have to do things sometimes that are uncomfortable, right? So if you want to call yourself a leader of whatever this situation, then sometimes you have to do things that leaders do.
I agree. And to be quite honest, me even being open to have a conversation with any of them was big, because I don't have to. And I was compromising and not being closed off. And I have shared this with you, Jackie, in private, intimate conversations. And I've spoke to you, Jen, around the time the lawsuit and stuff happened. I strongly believe that there are 2 different sets of rules in this group. And the rules that they have written for themselves don't apply to anyone else that they don't like.
All right, you guys. So leave a comment and let me know what you think about OG exposing that it was Feby that called her a gorilla first. Jen heard it, but didn't confirm that she heard it until 2 years later, despite the ongoing conversation about colorism on Basketball Wives. And what do you think about Shaunie demanding that OG say 3 magic words before she would even talk to her? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.